they have got rid of the Christian God and now feel obliged to cling all the more firmly to Christian morality, that is, English consistency. Let us not blame it on little blue stockings, a la Eliot. So blue stockings is like a woman who's trying to, hide herself behind something and get above where she ought to be. Doesn't know her station, right? So she takes on a female name, this kind of thing. In England, in response to every little emancipation from theology, one has to reassert one's position in a fear-inspiring manner as a moral fanatic. That is the penance one pays here. With us, it is different. When one gives up Christian belief, one thereby deprives oneself of the right to Christian morality. And I think that is just so true because the moral frenzy in eco stuff, climate stuff, any love wins, all this kind of thing, it's just what Nietzsche's right is like, it's going crazy because these people have given up on the actual right place for that kind of frenzy if they want. Now, he's not interested in that. He's just diagnosing. He's listening to Western society, sitting on the couch, telling them about his dreams. He's diagnosing their repressions and problems. But he's saying, look, of course, you're sublimating the transcendent theological proposition of morality, and they're getting placed in places they shouldn't be, like this moral fanaticism. And you should just get rid of that entirely and be clean about it. Don't worry about, judging other people in this way. You don't believe in that anymore. That's a thing of Christianity with the Last Judgment. You don't believe in that? Well, then you shouldn't be judging people. That's profound.
Yeah, let's carry this a little bit deeper, right? Because Nietzsche's assault on Christian morality is not merely don't worry about it. It's that he thinks he calls it a slave morality.
Yes.
That Christians
he's with
offer
Aristotle.
a morality that is that preserves life for the weak, and
That's right.
The strong man, the brave man, the virtuous man has no interest in preserving all of these weak creatures. The weak ones need to become strong themselves.
Yeah, in the genealogy of morality, he tells us stories. This is his how. So he says, there's no morality, so okay, get rid of that critique. But how did we get here? This is the genealogy critique, the kind of like telling a story about why we believe in Christian morality. He says this. He says it's an incredible, bizarre historical circumstance where at some point a Greek master who was beating some slave, that slave said, "You'll get your comeuppance in the next life," or something. And Nietzsche says the biggest mistake is that Greek soldier or master, listen to this guy. This guy was a weak, puny, unimpressive slave. And the Greek was the Greek morality, so they're personified. Greek morality is the heroism, the kind of Aristotelian magnanimous man, all this kind of stuff, like immanent power amongst the powerful. Okay. But for some reason, some of them started believing lies about this other place, like judgment and transcendent morality. And so the slave all of a sudden became the powerful one. But it was only because these Greeks listened to them. And Nietzsche says that was a mistake. Because what it meant is that now morality, the slave, to try to save his skin, imagined this ideal world out there and projected all there. And so all of a sudden, morality and good became a matter of delayed gratification. So when Nietzsche then carry this down to Christianity, he says, look, Christianity is just saying, oh, well, it's tough for here, but don't worry, it'll be better then. We don't have to worry about changing things here. We don't have to worry about being that. We'll just, let's just be humble and take it and all this kind of stuff. And he says, no, that's not virtue, right? That's treating morality as if it's some sort of delayed gratification program, which is really, he says, that's really silly. Either, goodness is goodness, not like a token you then later present and get it later. Like, that's just a cheap story.
Father Bonaventure, if you had to choose between getting Warby Parker glasses, subscribing to a YouTube channel, or flossing your teeth, what would you choose?
Oof. I guess, to be honest, subscribing to a YouTube channel.
See, folks, it's not as bad as flossing your teeth or getting Warby Parker glasses. Please subscribe to Godsplaining. Cheers.